Namaste to all students. Kusho Bidya, myself JV and Dr. Kushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we are going to discuss about plant tissue culture media. This session is related to plant biotechnology course of MSc VT second sem. So first of all, you have to know what is plant tissue culture media and what the need of this plant tissue culture media. So plant tissue culture media is an alternative source or nutritive source for the growth of plants by in vitro organogenesis, means by the in vitro process or by the artificial process. You can grow plants with the help of these alternative nutrient source. These media contain all the macronutrients and micronutrients, and media used in the plant tissue culture contain all nutrient or nutritional components, because these nutritional components are very essential for the growth and development of culture tissue. The success of tissue culture depends on very much on the type of culture media used. Basically, it is depend on the each and every concentration of each and every macro and micronutrient, growth hormone, sucrose concentration, agar concentration, and about the pH of that media, which is also important point for the success of tissue culture. And each plant tissue culture media must contain the following essential components to support in vitro plant growth. Basically, macronutrient, which should be inorganic, micro inorganic nutrients, iron as an chelating agent, vitamins, carbon source, organic nitrogen, plant growth regulator, and agar. Agar as a gelling substance, or you can say solidifying agent. Nutrients can be subdivided into two portions. First one is the inorganic nutrient and second is organic nutrient. Inorganic nutrient again can be subdivided into macronutrient and micronutrients, and organic nutrients can be subdivided into vitamins, hexitols, amino acids, carbohydrate, etc. If we are talking about the micronutrient, so need of if we are talking about the macronutrients, so need of macronutrient is very much higher in plant tissue culture media. It is present in millimolar quantities, means more than 30 ppm of by 1 or 1 mg per 1 liter. And macronutrients provide both anions and cations for the plant cell. Macronutrients are basically nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, magnesium, and calcium. Again, I am repeating: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, magnesium, and calcium. So these are six basically macronutrients, and macronutrients have structural and functional role in protein synthesis, cell wall synthesis, enzyme cofactors, and membrane integrity. So that's why these macronutrients are very much important and are required in higher amount in comparison to other nutritional components. If we are talking about the nitrogen, so it is basically used in inorganic form as nitrate or ammonia. Nitrogen is major component of all plant tissue culture media. Nitrogen basically helps to synthesis complex organic molecule. In organic form, used as amino acids, different organic acids, and casein hydrolysates. Next component is potassium. So potassium ion is present in higher concentration in the cytoplasm, 100 to 200 millimole, and in chloroplast 20 to 200 millimole. Potassium ion is essential for maintaining the ion concentration or ion balancing, activation of many enzymes, maintaining osmotic pressure and osmotic regulation of the cell. So that's why potassium is very much important for the cell maintenance. Next component is calcium. So calcium functions with different enzymes as cofactor and bound to the cell wall and cell membrane. It gives strength to the cell wall. It helps in the regulation of the cell membrane structure. Its deficiency, if it happens in the cell, so its deficiency causes disintegration of the membrane and shoot tip necrosis. It is very important in cell and root multiplication when we are just regenerating the X plant into proper cell division and root multiplication. So it is very important. Its concentration very important, and it is supplied as calcium chloride and calcium nitrate in the media. Next component is phosphorus. So phosphorus very important for energy metabolism. It is very essential element for DNA and RNA. Deficiency may cause delayed growth and dark green color of the leaves, and it is supplied as sodium hydrogen phosphate or potassium hydrogen phosphate. Next one is the magnesium. So it is essential for enzymatic reactions, energy metabolism, which is ATP synthesis, and it is supplied as magnesium sulfate in the media. Next is sulfur. It is also an important substance. Its deficiency basically inhibits the protein synthesis and decreases chlorophyll in the leaves. And when chlorophyll content will be decreased in the cell, so it affects the photosynthesis rate in the plant, which indirectly inhibit the growth of plant. So that's why sulfur is very much important for the cell growth and plant growth, and it is supplied as magnesium sulfate and potassium sulfate in the media. Now come to the micronutrients. So there are various micronutrients which are required in the plant tissue culture media in very less amount, very less than 30 ppm, means mg per ml, and concentration is always in micromolar. And micronutrients are basically boron, manganese, zinc, molybdenum, copper, and cobalt. So these all are micronutrients. So first of all, we are discussing about the zinc. So zinc plays an active role in protein synthesis and in the synthesis of tryptophan, and supplied as zinc sulfate. Manganese. It plays an important role in the Hill's reaction of the photosynthesis, and it is required in many enzymatic activities, and it is supplied as manganese sulfate. Copper. Copper plays important role in photosynthesis. It intermediate of the electron transport chain between photosystem 1 and 2. Its deficiency leads to decrease in the photosynthesis, and it is supplied in the media as copper sulfate. Next one is the molybdenum. So it is essential for the conversion of nitrate to ammonium, and it is supplied as sodium molybdate. So this molybdenum is very much important because it provides the nitrate, it provides the ammonium basically to by converting the nitrate into ammonium. And the next one is the boron. It involves in the different enzymatic activities, and it is supplied as a boric acid in plant tissue culture media. Next one is the iron content. So it is very important enzyme cofactor. It is supplied in micromole quantities. It is supplemented with the chelators and complex compounds due to its solubility problem. It is supplied as Na2FeEDTA in plant tissue culture media, and if there is any iron deficiency in plants. So it causes the severe effects on the growth and development of the plant cells. So these are macro and micronutrients which are very much important for the preparation of plant tissue culture media. I have already discussed here about the role of each and every macro and micronutrient role and why it is required, and if its deficiency causes in the plant cell. So what is the deficiency? Basically what generated by these macro and micronutrients. So again, here I am repeating in this session, if you are talking about the macronutrients, so there are 6 macronutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, magnesium, and calcium. And if you are talking about the micronutrients, so there are micronutrients are basically boron, manganese, zinc, molybdenum, copper, and cobalt. Again, 6 molecules listed in the micronutrients. If you are talking about the concentration of micronutrients, so it is used in less amount, less than 30 ppm. But on the other hand, if you are talking about the macronutrient concentration, so it will be more than 30 ppm in plant tissue culture media. So that's why these macronutrients and micronutrients are the major, are having major role in plant tissue culture media for the cell growth and plant growth, and basically for the differentiation of or multiplication of root cell and cell division. So this is here, this is the sum up of this session. And if you're talking about the key points related to this session, so there are few questions which are very much important for this session. Like examiner can ask that why nitrogen is required. So you have to give answer that nitrogen helps to synthesis complex organic molecule. And one more question, like what is the role of potassium and why it is very essential? So you have to give answer that potassium is essential for maintaining the ion balance, activation of many enzymes, and maintaining osmotic pressure and osmotic regulation of the cell. And next question, what is the highest concentration in the cytoplasm of potassium ion? So answer is 100 to 200 millimolar. And what is the concentration of potassium ion in chloroplast? So it will be ranging 20 to 200 millimolar. Next question can be like what is the role of calcium in plant tissue culture media and why we need it? So basically, first of all, we have to be clear that when you are doing plant tissue culture technique, in that technique you are using just an simple explant, small explant. It can be shoot tip, it can be shoot region or root region or leaf segment or any anther pollen segment. So these small segments are not capable to synthesize their own food. They are not capable to synthesize their own plant growth regulator. They are not capable to catch or to synthesize, or they can't produce their own food or their own nutrients. So they are basically dependent completely on that plant tissue culture media, which providing nutrients, plant growth regulators, proper pH as they got from the as they get from the plant soil. And so that's why in the plant tissue culture media we need to add all these things which are required for a proper growth. So here if we are talking about the calcium, so calcium basically functions with the different enzymes as a cofactor and bound to the cell wall and cell membrane. It gives strength to the cell wall and help in the regulation of the plant cell membrane structure. And it is also very important in the cell and root multiplication. So if you are not adding calcium in the media, so it causes the disintegration of the membrane and shoot tip necrosis happens. So each and every macronutrient and micronutrient have its own importance when it is required for the plant tissue culture media. Like if you are talking about the phosphorus, so it is very important for energy metabolism because it is required for the synthesis of DNA and RNA, because it is very much important component of the plant tissue culture media. If you are talking about the magnesium, so again it is required for the energy metabolism and essential for all the enzymatic reactions. So here this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.